Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst divorces I can find. And like always, guys, your favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely wild. This woman decides to divorce her husband because he booed Taylor Swift.
What type of bull is this? This woman is divorcing her husband after she caught him booing Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
I'm divorcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might want to start, because I just filed my paperwork at the courthouse, and you can see right here, the date of separation is this year's Super Bowl.
You are divorcing your husband because he booed a person that doesn't even know you exist. She was at the Super Bowl with him and 5 of his buddies, and when Taylor Swift popped up on the Jumbotron, he joined in with his buddies and started booing, and she said, that just tells me everything I need to know about a man. Because he didn't care that it would hurt her feelings. What?
I mean, you really can't make this stuff up anymore. Before it was till death do us part, in sickness and in health. Now it's like, oh, if you boo the wrong celebrity, you can get divorced. I'm not really sure how some of these men are finding these women, but the new biggest red flag on my list is if a woman is obsessed with any celebrity. I don't care if it's a girl or a guy. If she's obsessed with them, I'm not going for you.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I've been seeing this a lot with Clarence and Queen, but it's genuinely true. Like, you cannot date your type. If you are constantly dating your type and it ain't working out, girl, check them DMs. Look at his picture. If it's like, that's the one. I'm telling you, baby. When I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now, he'd even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying, it took me about 2 days to start liking him, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real. About 2 days, okay? Because I was so used to, like, talking to light-skinned boys or just talking to boys who were more worried about their self, right? I done met a roughneck country bumpkin nigga who would do everything for me, and I almost passed him up because he was dark-skinned. A little rough. Oh, y'all.
You know, sometimes people just need diaries. You don't gotta post everything on TikTok. This woman could have kept this to herself and not tell the entire world this so your family and friends can see and know it. But let's all be honest here, she's clearly not in love with him, but the stuff he does for her. If this man wasn't making any money, she would be getting a divorce ASAP.
I just found out that my husband went on a first date with his ex-girlfriend a week before we got married, just to make sure he was making the right decision. The girl that my husband was dating before me was, in everybody else's words, completely perfect in every way. And they've all made it clear that they like her a lot more than they like me. The amount of times I've heard from his friends and family that she was the most beautiful, smart, kind, successful girl, too many times to count. They were high school sweethearts and their families knew each other really well. Then they dated all through college, and a year after they graduated, he broke up with her, which apparently devastated everybody. At first, this really bothered me, but I started to realize that it had nothing to do with me. No matter what girl my husband was gonna date next, his family was always gonna have a problem with it just because they saw her as part of the family, so I just got over it. And luckily, my husband has never given me anything to worry about. When we were dating and this all first started coming up, he made it so clear that he was confident in his decision to break up with her. He said that she was an amazing person, and all those things that his family and friends say about her are true. She's beautiful and smart and kind, but they weren't compatible. They weren't looking for the same things, and he just felt that he wouldn't be happy with her for the rest of his life. And listen, I'm not hating on myself at all, but I've seen a picture of this girl. Stunning. Like one of those people that you're like, I didn't know genetics could do.
Yeah, no, that's a huge red flag. Honestly, if a woman I am marrying decides to go on a date, one last date with her ex-boyfriend to see if she prefers me or him, I'm getting a divorce, because why the hell are you debating me versus somebody else in your past? That man reassured her that he was confident that he doesn't have any feelings for her anymore, and he's making the decision to be with her instead. But clearly he lied, because if he was truly confident, he wouldn't have that last date.
Guardio has finalized his divorce. Reports say he lost half of his wealth, most of his properties going to his wife and children. His wife claimed he was too focused on football. If he wasn't too dedicated to football, there would be no house to steal. If you're a rich man in the world today and you're out there falling in love like a child and marrying these women, you're out your fucking mind. Guess how many bitches have taken half my money? Fucking none.
I mean, the quick solution for this is to stop dating absolute idiots, OnlyFans models, and Instagram models, and just get a prenup instead. But these guys with a ton of money are pursuing women with looks because they think they like them just for them, and not because of their money.
What's something you're not gonna tell someone? I'd probably say the worst thing about me is I drive a Prius. I get a lot of shit. I get a lot of.
They gotta have a 30-second cooldown.
Hi. What was your name?
I'm Justin.
Justin?
I'm Justin, yeah, sorry.
Sophia, nice to meet you.
I was gonna let you guys have the date, but once you said Prius, I was like, come on.
Well, what do you drive?
What?
What do you drive?
A Prius. I'm kidding. No, I drive a Ford Explorer. It's like a Ford.
I like what she did, man. Just give it right back to him. That'd be even funnier. Oh my god. I would shake his hand.
Now that was absolutely beautiful. This woman put that man on the spot, and honestly, he had no right to be talking about another man's car. You don't drive a Lamborghini. You drive also a basic car, so for you to think you're better than him all because of his car, you're an idiot.
Women tend to be more unhappily married than men.
And 80% of the time, women bring up problems in a relationship.
But 69% of all problems are not solvable.
So if you rely on problems getting solved as an indicator of the success of the relationship, it's not going to look good.
I thought this was obvious. If you guys look at the divorce rate for lesbians, I think it's like 90%. That's a statistic that proves this completely.
Leader? This is how y'all make it look. Our Lord and Savior rose his spears. Today, we're going. Where are we going? To McDonald's.
Yeah, do they think that men are like monkeys in a forest or like wolves? We're not dogs, bro. We just don't listen to one person like that. What a stupid ick.
We all know that at least 50% of marriages end in divorce, and this one is no different. This is Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra. I think he's a great head coach. Him and his wife decided to part ways back in November. But now the internet's going a little crazy because he just signed a huge 8-year, $120 million contract. And of course, his poor ex-wife, Nikki, is just getting obliterated on Instagram. I mean, what is she supposed to do here? I'm with her. I don't think she can actually win in this one. The only one who won in this whole thing was Eric Spoelstra. I don't know how he convinced the front office to wait to give him a new contract, but that saved him a ton of money.
Yeah, this is exactly why the richest women are always the ones who just got divorced from rich husbands. Look at the top 10 richest women ever, and they got rich from divorce. I'm not sure how these men are really falling for these women knowing that they're so successful. Like, you should be absolutely so cautious for everything you built and you earned. But thankfully, this story did end really well.
So you decided to get Wingstop without me? Look at that. Look at all the stuff you already ate. You got Wingstop.
Good, bro. You don't be cooking, so what you expect me to do?
So you went out your way to go get Wingstop. Ate the whole what?
Tell them how you just wanted to make me... Face the camera at me.
What?
Just wanted to make me some noodles. I'm not gonna sit here eating noodles all the time.
So you went out your way and you got... what count did you get, actually?
Don't worry about it.
A 10-piece count. And you decided not to even give me one. You decided to share. I was in the room.
Bro, you always offering me noodles. Always offering me noodles. I don't want to eat noodles, so I'm gonna go get what I want to eat.
I was in the room, minding my own business, and I come out here, and you're eating Wingstop.
Okay.
And you
eat some noodles. You wanted noodles? Eat noodles.
Who does that stuff, Kevin?
Kevin Howard.
That's so ridiculous. You know I love Wingstop, and you decide to sit here and not give me Wingstop, huh?
Girl, bye.
Yeah, I mean, just let the man eat his food. If a woman is doing this to you and you can't even enjoy a meal, and she'd rather record you and blast you on social media, she has to go.
Can you leave my house, please?
Can you do your thing?
Can you please leave my house?
And what, come back in 3 hours?
I don't want to see you. Because I'm asking you to leave and you don't respect my boundaries.
So can I see you in 3 hours? Can you promise me that I can come back in 3 hours then? I don't have to leave just because you're upset.
I'm not upset. I've been calm this whole time. I'm asking you to leave my house. This is my property.
So before I continue with the rest of the clip, a lot of people are saying this man should have called the cops instead of recording her. But in my opinion, I think he did the right thing because when you're dealing with an absolute lunatic, you have no idea what she's doing to herself or what she's gonna say about you. So record first and call the cops meanwhile.
No, I'm asking her to leave my house and she won't leave my house. I'm asking her nicely. So I don't know what to do. Can you leave my house, please?
Yeah, can I come back in 3 hours?
Sure.
You promise?
Sure.
You promise?
Sure. I just don't think it's good for us to be together.
But can you promise that
And I don't know why you just tried to call me when I'm recording, so you could say...
Because there's no need to do this. this.
Well, you could just say it on the video then.
There's no
You're not, and I'm gonna send this to my parents.
Why?
So then that they can see that you're not respecting my boundaries.
Can you stop? Everything was just fine. I told you, you can stream. That's fine. There's no problem.
You're so fake on video.
No, there's
yeah,
no
you are.
problem.
No,
If you were to just let me.
Yeah, she is definitely putting up a front. I don't believe what she's saying or what she's doing. If you guys look at the condition of the house, it's kind of a wreck. And I'm not sure if it was like this prior to their argument and fight, but she is definitely the type to lie about a man and the things he's done to her. She looks insane.
You know, life after divorce. As a woman, I would honestly sit here and say, as much as I've made the decision and the choice to divorce my husband then, I also regret it. I don't regret it because I still loved him, but I regret it because I feel like I denied my children the right and the opportunity to have what people call a normal family. Now today I'm sitting with kids who are in the statistic of divorce. So as much as I've divorced, I would never ever advise anybody to go through a divorce.
I'm glad she's actually speaking up about what kids really go through when parents get divorced. And trust me guys, they are the ones that's truly affected. The moment a mother becomes a single mother, the chances of her kids going to prison or going to drugs or becoming single mothers themselves increase. A lot of women don't think about this when they get divorced.
Vegas, and we want this because they listen to all that social media with BS. Right. But I have millennials and younger that work for me, and we had these discussions. And one of the discussions I had when he was like, well, I want a man who makes 6 figures. You know, they're like 25, 28 and things. And I said, okay. I said, pull up labor statistics. I said, there are barely 18% of Americans. Now, mind you, it's like 400 million dollars, right? 18% of Americans that make 6 figures.
Yeah, that's hard to come by.
18%.
That's hard.
18% that make 6 figures. I said, so now, instead of you finding someone your age that is financially fiscally responsible, okay, and y'all can grow together to the 6 figures, you looking for one that's going to come out the sky. So you got to find one who's financially responsible, mentally responsible, spiritually responsible, and y'all grow together. Because the chance of you balling out with a 6-figure dude your age, 25 to 35, is very rare.
So I do think the statistic is a bit skewed. 18% is correct, but it's not counting certain age ranges, right? If you're trying to talk about 56-year-olds, of course, a lot of them are making 100K a year, and that's where I think the main demographic is coming from. But if you're talking about 20, 30-year-olds, even men in their late 30s, 18% of them are not making 100K a year.
Its weight, demands, and all increase with age. You wanna know what's funny about this is, man? Dudes get on here and complain about how women want finish line men, they want their men already complete, and then men get to the finish line or get close to that finish line age and then go mess with little girls. The same little girls that they were just complaining about in their early 20s. Men also complain about how women have nothing to offer them. Mind you, Mr. Soft Guy era, that's me. You complain about how women have nothing to offer to you, then you get to age 30 and then want to mess with women that have nothing to offer. A girl has nothing to offer you but punani at the age of 20.
Now, I think this is an interesting perspective that not a lot of men think about, but I do agree with it. When men do get their value, it's not time to suddenly have fun and explore around with girls. At least I don't think so. You guys can do whatever you guys want in your lives, but just know you are no different than a young girl who's beautiful exploring her options with older men. And I don't agree with women doing that.
My husband left in August. I like to say 6 months ago, but however many months August was ago, feels like 7 years. My husband, I threw him out and he never came back. Well, he had the police here this morning. We were fighting on the phone. I was screaming and crying, and I guess the neighbor, which these people fight physically in their yard every other night. And I never call the cops on them. And they're always screaming every night, and I swear to God, I'm calling the cops next time. He tells me he doesn't care, he doesn't give a F what happens to me. I didn't do anything to this man but be a loyal wife for 5 years. All I did was take care of him. Today, I'm gonna go to the food stamp office because I don't know what else to do. He hasn't sent us a dime, we don't have food. Maybe he needs formula. My Wi-Fi is about to go off. I had to pay my own car insurance to Geico, and I'm blocked on everything.
Yeah, did you think divorce was gonna be a beautiful thing? What did you expect after you kicked that man out of his own house? Now, of course, we don't know the backstory. We don't know the reason why she kicked him out. But some men really do move on after one thing that happens to them. And judging by this woman's emotions throughout all of the clips and how her emotion constantly changes, you can tell that she's a bit chaotic. She's very emotional. She's very spontaneous. And it seems like an absolute headache to deal with. Also, at the end of the clip, she starts talking about the finances. It's almost like this is the first time she's paying for her own things. Welcome to being an adult and the consequences of your action. But that is just my opinion, guys. We gotta just wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys do want more content like this, please click the videos you guys see on the top screen. It does so much on a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.